I'm I'm in my giggly mode because I started this recording with my friend Tara Reynolds, who is my guest today. And she and I went 15 minutes into a conversation before we realized maybe we should record this.
We're we're just natural yappers, and I love that. I love that about us.
We haven't talked in a long time, so we're trying to
Yeah.
fill each other in with our lives, and I love that too. It's so fun. So if you don't know who the magnificent Tara Reynolds is, she is the curator, the creator of Peace Love Autism, which is a store truly for our tribe, as well as a location for that exact same name. It's a location for peace, for love, and for autism. So welcome, first of all, Tara, to the show today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be back. I'm sorry if no one wants to hear from me today, but I'm excited to be here. I'm
I,
just oh,
we're going to guarantee to just this is going to be probably one of my silliest shows ever
mhm.
because we just want to have some fun and we want to talk and we have a lot to share about what's happening as far as I know you have a lot to share about your store. Oh my gosh.
I see.
Like
I don't even know what day it is. And
I
I was gonna
bet
say, I feel like we're it's gonna be like silly and soulful because we can go deep
soulful.
and then
We
like come
can.
right up to the surface in like a
100%.
matter of 2 seconds. So that's what I love about our conversations. So
I
I'm
know, it's
excited.
so
But
good.
yeah.
Okay, so your store,
Mhm.
with for those who don't know, which I can't believe there's anybody who actually follows me and doesn't know who you are. Peace Love Autism is an incredible store where it's online as well as it's an actual brick and mortar store in Texas where they sell all kinds of fabulous autism shirts, hats, sayings. Can you describe it better than than I'm doing a job doing?
No, you're doing a great job. Yeah, it's basically like clothing and accessories with a really great message
Yeah,
that you'll want to wear all the time. It's not something that you feel like you have to get just for the month of April. And
yeah,
you feel, I don't know, this is how I feel wearing it, and what I've heard from a lot of other people in the community is you just feel proud to like walk out the door wearing the message, because it's like it's a way to silently advocate and just
yeah.
share your love for, whether it be yourself, if you're autistic, your child, a loved one. So that's what it is in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, but what let's talk about that message because um the whole political correctness of all that we say is constantly under scrutiny, and this group is saying I don't like it said that way and this group says I want it said that way. And it's what people don't understand is that when you print something, you have to print a lot of them to make it affordable. And so remember, and oh my gosh, if this person is listening to the podcast, I feel terrible, but slightly saying this, but I had somebody one time because I have the autistic be kind vest, and someone's like, could you add the word please to it? Please be kind. And I'm like, we're trying to get that a message across really fast, and it's like every single word that goes on a shirt or a hat or whatever it is has to be paid attention to because someone will take every single word and interpret it differently.
Mhm.
And so how do you settle on the sayings that you have?
Yeah. I mean, to me, language, over time, I've really become someone who's like in the camp where it's important, because I always think about like how I'm going to talk about my child and what I'd want him to hear. And if we're all presuming competence, we know that they understand, and how we're describing
Yeah.
their amazing personality, their unique traits. And so I always try to look at it as if Rob was reading the shirt, which I know he does.
Yeah.
What would I like him to see, and how do I want others to view the community that I love so much and that I'm
Mm.
so proud to be a part of because my son invited me into it. So that's kind of how I approach the messages. I also feel like at the very beginning, they came from a place of like how I was grappling with this new world of autism. And I was trying to educate myself and educate others like in my family. And so like Happy Noises was one of the first ones that really blew up. And I'm so like proud of that one because I feel like Rob, when we would go places, he was making all of these sounds and I loved them and I enjoyed them because I knew that he was happy and
Yeah.
regulated. But I didn't know how others were perceiving it. And it's not that I cared, it's I wanted them to know, like, hey, he's really excited. And this is how he expresses himself. So that's kind of like at the beginning and still to this day, how the messages like were created is just from this place of me educating myself and then wanting to share that in a way that wasn't like preaching and
Yeah.
shoving down someone's
Which
throat.
is so great. It gives the opportunity, and it does give people a chance to be able to express themselves. Tell me more, because presumed competence has
Mhm.
relatively blown up lately,
Yeah.
which I love because that's my biggest message.
Hmm.
Because for those who don't understand what the term presumed competence is, or just haven't heard it, or not sure what the meaning is we I'm going to just sum this up really quickly.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, Joey is 32 years old. So back when Joey was young, we were just told they're not with us. They're in their own world. They don't know what's going on. It was called an intellectual disability. It was labeled as delayed. And now, through so many incredible people, mostly the spellers, a lot is coming out that these kids, just because they're silent doesn't mean they're not aware of all that's happening. It's an apraxia issue more than it is a autism issue. So the apraxia, to sum this up real quickly, is the brain body disconnect. So the fact that our bodies can't always execute what our minds are thinking. And so with our kids, how that manifests is that they can't form the words, as well as they can't always do the motion that is necessary, which is why a lot of kids can't do AAC devices, why a lot of kids cannot have any words, is because of the apraxia. But that doesn't mean they're not thinking. They know everything that's going on in there. And I didn't know this about my son. I quoted this recently from a podcast I did, where 2 years ago I didn't even know if Joey knew what his last name was, and now he talks that through a letterboard and tells me the most complex thoughts imaginable. And so my message is so powerful, of one of, you have to speak like they understand everything. And that's what presumed competence is.
Mhm.
Are you seeing more of a demand for presumed competence now?
Like at like the message on a shirt.
Yeah, right.
There are a lot of companies and small shops that are putting it on shirts, and I love it. I love that that message is coming out there. That's not one that I have on shirts, but I love the message.
But I
One,
think the message could be said a different way that we could
yeah,
spin for you specifically.
yeah. So
Because a lot
so
of people don't know what presumed competence is. So
yeah.
I feel like you could find a cooler, more hip way of saying it.
You know what's so crazy, Betsy, is like I can't even tell you all the designs and like phrases I have like that I've done or that are available right now. So there could be one that's already out there, but there is one I know that I'm thinking of is connection is communication.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I'm really big on like energy and um I feel like not only just speaking positively about my son in front of my son and to him is also he can tell when I am not in my like best state. So if I'm stressed or I go through depressive episodes, where I feel like I'm so burnt out from being hyper vigilant. Um, so and it's okay, right? I need to feel those feelings and like move
Right.
on. But when he is around me when I'm feeling that way, It's not that I'm acting out and saying things. It's just my energy is just down. I'm not smiling as much. I'm not playing as much, because I have to take care of myself. And a lot of times for me, it's like being still and being quiet. But when I'm, engaging more and being my playful, happy self with him, that connection, I feel like just changes and shifts everything. And he like adopts it and he like takes it on. So that is one. I mean, it's for me, it feels like it's an alignment with the presumed competence, because it's another way to believe that our children can read the room, read the energy, read what we're
Read the
writing,
energy is so true.
hear what we're
Yeah.
saying about them. And
Yes.
I do believe that like it's almost like when we like self-talk, when we say like, oh, I'm nothing, or oh, I look like shit today, or oh my God, I'm so lazy, we'll believe those things. So when we say those things about our child, and it's not necessarily so negative like that, it's just like, oh, he doesn't understand, or oh, he's never gonna do this, or whatever, we're gonna start to believe it. And I do believe that when we say things, we put it out there, it comes to fruition a lot of times. And
So well
so
said. It's
I
so well said. I can't stress that enough, that that whole energy piece is now such it's being talked about more, but
mhm,
this anger that so many parents get into
yeah.
and how much that affects the kids
Mhm,
is so sad to be
mhm,
looked at constantly as a burden. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. I mean,
yeah.
and there certainly are times where I'm just like, Joey, that just shook me to the core. Like that was not fun. But on the other hand, we have to find ways to start calming our mind and not being a part of the autism sucks narrative.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you do need to have like time to say that, like, or feel that, like, remove yourself, because even if you're thinking
Yeah.
it, I'm telling you, like, they're gonna feel it, even if you
Hmm.
don't say the words out
Hmm.
loud. Um, because yeah, this life is not, at least in it's in my case, like, right, because the spectrum is a spectrum for a reason. Like every person's journey is
Right.
different. Parenting and the autistic person themselves, like how they're feeling. It For me, it's not always easy. I have to be super hyper vigilant. Rob's 8 and he still elopes. He'll still escape, and he still has like really big emotions that we have to try to work through. But he also has some really amazing, gifts and just unique traits and qualities, and that's like what I focus on. But there are some days where it's like you have to just like let yourself cry to release it, because when you are in that constant state of fight or flight, when you have a child who, danger is just like not something that they seem to care about. It's like this toxic, like I don't know, matter in your body, and you have to release it.
They say that didn't I hear one time that cyanide actually comes out in tears?
Oh,
Like,
I don't know that. No.
yeah, that we actually retain cyanide in it and it comes out through tears. Someone told me that when my husband died. So I'm like, I am cyanide free. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I'm probably not even going to fact check that. I don't really care that much, but I
Listen, if
do
it
know
helps,
that
we'll believe it. Well,
I know.
I believe anything at this point. I'm like, oh, you tell me something. Sure, yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, but it is. We do have to release. We absolutely. And that's why friendships are so important and why this camaraderie that we share. And even if we can only get it through social media,
Hmm.
because I have more amazing friends now because of social media than I ever thought possible. And
Same.
it's like, and it's all over.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel
it's,
so blessed. And don't you feel like, I don't know, I feel this responsibility almost, like all the stories
Mhm.
and the experiences that have been shared with me. I feel like I have this responsibility to remember all of those when I think about my own experience, or like what someone is deeming as like, you shouldn't do that or you shouldn't say that. I'm like, well, but you know someone that has been through that. And, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I know someone who has shared a
100%.
story with me, And I don't know. I think that the other like gift to having so many friends like around the country and in some cases around the world is when you are just in the bounds of your own local community and a lot of people who culturally like think and believe on the same, wavelength, you forget like that, like maybe if you're around friends and family who don't need certain supports or like Medicaid or things like that, you think that it's a good thing that it's been taken away or something. And I'm not trying to get into a political discussion.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I know what
But
you're talking
because I
about.
have friends and family and, so many connections now across the United States who need that and they depend on it, I'm not going to be someone who says that they don't need it or
If it's
deserve it.
if I yeah, exactly, because I
And
have no real understanding of it. Yes, I
yeah,
do.
and I'm sure I'm going to need it, one day, and Rob's going to need it one day. And so, anyway, my point in saying all that is I never want to isolate anyone's experience
Right.
just because, like, I might not be going through it myself.
It's really well said, and I appreciate you saying that because that is something that I learned. Somebody asked me the other day, I think I'm going to actually make a video about this, but someone had a question the other day. She's like, I can't believe that you responded to my comment. And I answer almost all comments. Almost. Lately I've gotten bit busier and I can't. But the comments are where I learn.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I learn things I don't want to learn. Some things I learn things that I don't love. Or sometimes I learn things that serve me for no purpose right then. But then a year down the road, I remember the comment and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's try that. Like, for example, Joey, Joey loves his life jacket. And
Yeah.
when I put that out there that Joey wears a life jacket, everybody kept saying messages, get him a weighted vest, get him a weighted vest. And I'm like, but he likes the life jacket and it was $40. Like,
Yeah.
can we just keep it there? Well, he got tired of the life jacket. And a friend of mine tried him on a weighted vest and now he absolutely loves his weighted vest. So the point I'm bringing with this is something that may not fit for you now, pay attention to,
Yes.
because this is how we expand our knowledge. We share stories of what's working for us, but
Mm-hmm.
always remembering what's working for us. Is it right for everyone? I mean, my podcast became a lot more about spelling than I ever intended it to be, but it's my experience. So it's very,
Mm-hmm.
very clear that I'm excited and eager to talk about it and I want to explore it more.
It's important for us to always be open to receiving information. Um, but also, like, if you're commenting, remember how you're messaging your point of view, because one thing that I'm really seeing a lot of is a lot of like parents in the community are either with like a backhanded comment or reel or some type of content are shaming like other parents who they're not walking in their shoes and
That's right.
we're not walking in theirs. And so if you want to share something, do it from a place of love. If it's not from a place of love, then you maybe come back tomorrow and share it. Because
I love that.
I've had so many things said to me that I feel like
I just can't even understand that. Like, you are the most wholesome
no,
page.
apparently not.
I just like, what is there?
I mean, look, I've been on this app for years, and I'm sure I can tell you there are things that I used to think that I don't think anymore. And maybe I said something, I've deleted like things, like
Yeah,
that I
yeah, yeah.
posted. So I have changed my mind. I've grown as a person. So maybe that person saw something and was like, that bitch.
Wow, is holding on to that and still following? Like, that's
Yep.
the part that is just like, why are you still here?
Which is okay, but it's like, just, I don't need to hear how much I'm trying to like, grow and be better every day. I don't need someone to
Well,
put
you're
me.
incredible. And I love what you said. And I'll just bring it back for a second about the bubble that we sometimes live in
Hmm.
and forgetting that other people think differently than us. And
Hmm.
it is really important to expose. And I did a podcast about this recently with Lucy Biggers, which was one of my favorite podcasts, but it was a little off brand for me. So I knew that it was going to be a smaller listen, but it's truly still one of my favorite that I've ever done. And we talk about this. It's the whole conversation is about um, how we get so tight into our algorithm that we lose sight of what others are thinking. And
Yeah.
we immediately put ourselves in a team to where
Hmm.
we have isolated ourselves to such a small sliver of a niche, like
Hmm.
like yeah, the autism niche. Okay, that's just one big part of the population. And then you have, like, for in my situation, the speller niche or the telepathy niche or whatever it might be. And you get so narrow-minded that you're just not open to what everyone else is doing. So we have to be willing to listen to other people's stories and experiences. And also, as we talked about a lot, is give people time, because you know what you know when you know it. And so when you, just like you said, there are videos that come back on this day, how it returns on this day. I'm like,
Yes.
I just cringe at. I'm like,
Yeah. Like
oh
there,
my God, I can't
so
believe I said that.
one that I will tell you is like it was after Rob was first diagnosed, and I had all the right intentions, right? I had all the right intentions with what I was sharing, and I still believe what I'm sharing, what I was sharing,
Yeah,
but it was the way I worded it, and this is why I do believe words matter. It was like a few years ago, and I was like, the more I meet him in his world, he's going to join mine. And I don't think Rob and our kids are in their own world
yeah,
anymore, but that was how it was presented to me. And that was the
sure.
things that was like kind of what was being shared. My intentions were meet him where he's at, follow his lead, which is a message that is super neuroaffirming now. And we all talk about it. But it's like if someone was going to reduce me down to that statement, what, they would, it wouldn't
I
make
know.
sense.
It's the hard part about the internet because it lives forever. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, we can take videos down, but it is hard. But I guess our message to everybody listening is have grace on us, because we're
Yeah.
making mistakes too. We're learning
Hmm.
as well.
Hmm.
And okay, I'm going to switch it up a little bit,
Switch it up.
because I want to have some fun with you right now,
Okay.
because my shows have been very serious.
Okay. Yeah. I love a little laugh. So,
So
cool.
let's have some fun with this. And I'm sorry that I'm catching you off guard, but here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Here's my
Okay.
first question for you. I
Okay.
never write down questions, by the way. I am the most fly by the seat of my pants podcaster I think I know, but I think that's important to me because I want to go where the conversation goes and not by some rigid schedule.
Absolutely.
Okay. If your life as a mom was a sitcom or movie, what would the title be? And who'd play you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't see this. Please, anyone who's listening who's like hate listening, like, oh, another reason. I'm just joking. I don't see this, but I've gotten comments before, like when certain angles or pictures of me, I look like Jennifer Aniston.
Sure, absolutely you do. Of course you do.
And I think Jennifer Aniston would be, I love her. I love her on Friends. So I think like that would be a great
Yeah.
person. Um, maybe the name of my movie would be like, I don't know, Tears and Good Times.
Or a peace, love, autism. You could just go with what you have.
Actually, okay, I'll be serious. I think it would be something like breakdowns and breakthroughs.
Oh, snap. That's a
Snap,
good one.
right?
Love that.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll answer it too.
Yes, I want to
Um,
hear.
and I should have probably thought about this. But I will say, in my younger years, although she's older now too, so I guess she's aged, but she's aged way better than I've aged. Um, when I was a lot younger, I used to actually get stopped a lot for Sandra Bullock.
Yes, absolutely. I see it.
I look like I don't not as much now, but yeah, we have a lot
No,
of the
I
same
see it.
eye features.
You have a lot of
So
the same features.
that would be my person. What would the title be? Either delusional optimist,
Yes.
which might be the name of my book because I'm working on my book, and it might be that.
You are?
I'm
Oh,
working
this
on
is
a book.
exciting.
There's
We have to do a book signing at
I,
the shop.
I
You
have
have
to
to come to
tell you,
Texas.
this book is. I have some deep secrets in my life, and this book is going to reveal them.
Ooh.
And so that's why I think I've stopped for a second because I'm trying to take pause to help these deep secrets are going to be revealed. So,
I can't wait for
I know, right? Is that a teaser or what?
what is like the term for like getting a copy at the galley copy? Like can I get a
I'll
galley
say,
copy?
yeah, I got to finish it up. I need a publisher because I don't really want to do the work. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I need, yeah, you need to talk about like your
I,
process of like how you're doing all this.
if there's a publisher listening, and let me tell you, I got a twist. I got a twist in the book.
Okay,
It's gonna be.
I'm ready to end this now so you could tell me offline. You need to know this twist.
Yeah, it's a big one. Anyway, who would, okay, okay, next one for you. What would your theme song be?
Okay, well, I actually just thought about this the other day, not in terms of like my theme song, but my favorite song of all time is Bittersweet Symphony by The Verb.
Oh, yeah,
I never get tired of it. It takes me to like
yeah.
it takes me to church. It takes me to a higher place. Like it
Oh,
takes
I
me on a
love
ride
that.
every single time. And I feel like it's just like my spirit song. So that would
That's a
be it.
good one. I actually did take some time to think about this and was really interested in why I couldn't come up with one. As you know, with my videos, they're very song centric. Like I
Yes.
really, but base a lot of them around the words of songs. So I spend an insane amount of time listening to the words of music and documenting when I hear something that I think I could use for a future video.
Betsy, I do that too. But I do it with like the shop.
Oh
Like you
yeah,
need to go, yeah. I'm very song centric and I like pay attention to lyrics like
I
you
love
wouldn't
that.
believe.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
love that I know that about you now. Because I'm gonna start sending you some songs. I'm be like,
Oh,
Betsy.
oh, please do
I will.
because I get really excited. I hear a song and it really sparks me to do something about it. So that's
Yes.
fun. But I do love a song by Connor Price. He's big on TikTok and it's called Grateful. And I feel like I did a video about it like a year or so ago. And I think it was last summer. And it's a great song, and I have to say, I am if you to know me intrinsically, I am an insanely appreciative person. Like I really look for things to appreciate about my life every single day, and I think it's the most describing of who I am is somebody who really wakes up. That's how it starts. I woke up feeling grateful, and that's just how I feel. So that would be me.
Because
That's
I'm a little bit more cynical. So I love a little
it's
sarcasm.
that
Like,
little
oh,
Texas spice.
yeah, like, oh, well, here another day. Here we go.
Here we go. I know. Well, I I'm a big morning person. I love mornings. And so I wake up very, I love to get caffeinated because I
Yeah.
don't drink very much alcohol, like practically none.
Yeah.
And so because of that, caffeine is like my drug.
It's
It's,
your ritual. It's your,
it's my
that's what,
biggest high of the day.
yeah, like, okay, let's get a IV stat.
Okay, what is your binge snack?
Snack.
Well, it could be a meal, but I guess like what is it like when you are just feeling like you want something that you typically like you almost feel a little naughty having.
Naughty.
All right, that's a bad word. Like
Well,
it's it's just
I have
something
a,
a little indulgent. Use the word indulgent. That's
okay,
good.
okay, fruit snacks. The
Oh, fruit.
yeah,
Wow, you're a cheap date.
I am. That is, I feel naughty. I feel naughty because I'm not, with my endometriosis, I'm not supposed to have a lot of sugar, and I can feel it when my body starts to like reject
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, oh God.
My
But oh
God.
man, like nothing hits like a bag of fruit snacks. I don't care where it's from, like Welch's, like Annie's,
Oh,
I don't know, Scooby snacks when those used to be a
wow.
thing.
I love knowing that about you. I can't
Yeah.
wait to delight you someday.
Yeah, gummy
With,
candies. I'm not a chocolate girl.
yeah. Okay, that's fair.
But I
I
like chocolate, but I don't love it like. So what is
yeah.
your binge snack? Don't tell me it's something like, cashews. I can't, Betsy. It probably is.
So as a post-menopausal woman, okay, I have to watch a lot of things, but I'll tell you, and I think as I'm sure it is with you, there's been changes. Like obviously what we're talking about now, we're probably in 3 months going to be like, yeah, I don't eat that anymore.
Yes.
But I would say my big one right now is I make smoothies, like fruit and coconut milk smoothies, because I'm dairy free mostly.
Yeah.
So I make these little smoothies, and then where I get really bad is I put a dollop of peanut butter on it.
Oh, that's so bad, Betsy. You're so bad. That is like a that is like, oh, Tara's great today. My bodies would be like so proud of me. Put another dollop in there. We'll take
I
it.
love peanut butter. It's just my stomach doesn't always love peanut butter, so
Okay, okay.
I feel, but I love peanut butter. I also love hot dogs.
Oh,
Like
I love hot
I
dogs.
mean, I'm pretty careful. Like you know me, I'm just kind of anal about my diet, but a hot dog, like especially Chicago style, because I lived in Chicago for a
Yes.
lot of years. Oh, that's
Cheese.
just the
Okay, a
best.
good okay, so savory for me, movie theater popcorn with like the plastic butter. So good.
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah. And then hot Cheetos dipped in sour cream. You dip it in sour cream and then you squeeze a little lime on top. Yeah.
I'm feeling better about my smoothie
You
by the
should.
moment.
Yeah, you should. That smoothie is like,
So I don't know if you heard this story. I kind of talked about it where because I was trying to find this person. So I was just recently on the top of a mountain. I was at like 6,000 feet of elevation on a hike with Joey.
no, wait, I saw this and I'm so glad you're okay. I'm so glad you're okay.
Okay. So for
Wait,
those who didn't listen, I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis of what happened. I started this 6.5 mile hike, but what I didn't adjust for is I live at 400 feet of elevation, and we drove straight up to 6,000 feet of elevation, and it literally starts at the top, and then you dip down to the lake, and then you come back up. So it was like starting at really high elevation, and then you go down, 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 and then you have to go all the way back up, and which is not a lot of fun to do, especially after you've been walking for 6 miles. So anyway, I start the hike out. There was so much snow that had been melted that it was muddy, and I slipped, and I face planted within like the first 15 minutes of the hike.
and
Okay.
what can I just ask, like, what is Joey just like looking back at you like,
It's just like,
Jesus, come on, girl, like, get up.
pick it up. Well, we're listening right now on History That Doesn't Suck podcast, and we're listening about the Civil War, and we've been listening to like all these war podcasts for the longest time, and he's just like, those soldiers would not have cared if they if they fell down in the mud, and so
Yeah.
anyway. Moving on, I kept moving on. I get to the top of the mountain. The whole way up, I'm feeling dizzier and dizzier and dizzier. Long story short, I get to the top of the mountain and I faint. Like I sit down and I am out cold. And I wake up to this young girl being like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I am not." And she says, "You need water and you need like sugar." And of course, so me and my little, I had my celery sticks and my
Oh, you need fruit
almonds.
snacks. You
I
needed
needed
fruit
fruit
snacks.
snacks. So she opens, I couldn't even open the package. She hands me one of these Bobo's bites, which I have since had, and they are not that great. But
But
at the
they
time,
slap. They
she
slap
opened it
when
up.
you're
She
passing out.
threw it. She put it in my mouth, and I was just like, "This is the best thing I've ever." My girlfriends are like, "Is that the first sugar you've had in like 10 years?" Like,
Yes. That's what ultra runners will do. They carry like fruit snacks and like gummy what is it called? Nerds gummy clusters because you have to have like a rush of sugar or else you'll
yeah,
pass out.
yeah, yeah. So that we got on
Wait,
the subject.
where was Joey in all of this? Like
He
what
was just standing nearby.
okay, so he waited.
He believed in me.
Rob would have been like across the peak at that
Oh,
point.
yeah, no, Joe's pretty. I mean, he was connected, and I mean, telepathically, I'm sure I was able to explain to him, don't go
Yes.
anywhere. And when I did come to, I'm like, "Where's my son?" And I said he's autistic, he doesn't speak. because I don't think he even had his vest on that day. I can't remember. And so yeah, anyway, we did it. I finished the hike.
Oh,
And I have like just a couple hand scars left, but
oh
not
my
bad.
gosh.
And I have like
You
stuff like that.
you would love it here because we're just flat in a swamp.
No, but see, it was so freaking gorgeous. Like that's what was getting me going
Yeah.
but the thing I didn't count on is when you are at the top of the mountain, there are no trees because
Yeah.
it's not as much oxygen, which is telling all in its own.
Yes.
So
It's a warning. It's
it's a
like,
warning.
are you
Trees can't
sure?
grow here,
Yeah.
so you shouldn't be here.
Oh my gosh, I know. Anytime someone says to come, they want to come to Houston, I'm like, geographically, we are so ugly. Like we are like there's no reason to come here. Like we're flat, but you won't pass out if you want to go on a
There you
walk.
go. That's a good thing, unless it's 110 degrees, in
That,
which case you probably will.
yes.
Okay, what is a talent you wish you had but you don't?
I wish I could play an instrument.
Oh, it's funny because I wish I could sing.
Oh,
I wish I had a singing voice.
I
So you
can
have
sing.
can you? I'm
Yeah.
so impressed.
I can sing so I have a killer Celine Dion impression. I can't sing, Betsy. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. But
I love, I was
but I
already
but
like,
I the power of love. Yeah, that's my singing and I'm proud of it. And I
the more wine you have, the better your singing becomes.
absolutely. But it's funny because I'm not a big drinker
Oh, you're not. Yeah, that's
either.
right. I
And,
remember.
and so like I did karaoke at like this Mother's not at we had a Mother's Day event in our shop, but it was my friend who had a Mother's Day event. And there was like karaoke and I got up and I just like I let it all out. You would have think I was three sheets to the wind, but I was totally sober. And that is when I do my best work.
You know, that impresses me a tremendous amount that you can do that. I love that. Okay. Uh, let's see. Number one place you want to travel. Give me a destination with kids and without kids.
Okay, with kids, and this is, you know, because John and I just talked about this, we really, when Rob is like ready in terms of he won't run away, we really want to take him to Disney.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we can't wait to see his face.
Yeah.
So that is like the dream with kids. Henry's been, but I think going as a family and seeing Rob's like face just like light up. But you know, there's like a lot of sensory things and like eloping, so it's just got to be the right time.
Yeah.
So that, and then I don't know. There's so many places I really want to go, but without kids, I really want to go to Japan with John, but like rural, like
Yep.
not
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Right. Right.
And then I really want to go to like like the countryside of like Tuscany and just be in
It all sounds great.
the piazza with the locals, you
Hmm.
know.
You'd fit in well. You
I
would. You have
I
the
don't know.
mannerism. I used to work in Italy. I worked for Alitalia,
What's
and
Alitalia?
the airline of Italy.
Okay.
It's like Lufthansa is the airline of Germany.
Yeah.
Alitalia is Italy. And I used to go over to Italy a lot. In fact, I found out I was pregnant with Joey and his sister, the twins, when I was in Italy working.
Wow. Wow. Oh
So
yeah,
I
you
do
do need to
speak.
write a book.
I do. That might be a foreboding as to what the twist of the story is.
I'm gonna guess it. I'm gonna guess
Let-
it. Not here.
Let's
Offline.
say offline. Yeah, let's talk about this later. I'm not ready for that kind of attention yet. Okay. So I guess for me, I would say, uh, because I've been to like 40, almost 50 countries. I've been to a lot of places. And I would say Morocco was probably on my list as to where I want to go. And also Japan. I haven't been to Japan. Just the airport. So that's it.
Yeah.
And then I don't have little kids anymore, but if I were to take Joey just loves Hawaii. So we went to go
Oh,
visit my friend last year and we asked him again where he wants to go this coming up winter and he wants to go back to Hawaii. So
oh my
that's that.
gosh.
Okay. What is something Robbie, and I know we don't have a lot more time, so we'll go this quick.
Okay.
What is something Robbie did that horrified you at the time, but you think is hysterical now? I'll give you my story first.
Yeah, give me your story first.
Joey was about 6 or 7 years old, and he was an eloper, big time, big, big. So this gives you hope because he would never leave my side now. So
Okay.
he was a massive eloper. And I got a call from the neighbor saying, Joey is walking down the street pushing a vacuum cleaner and he's naked.
It's
So that,
great.
I think it's hysterical now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so on the same vein as that, Rob escaped out the front door and went running down the street. And I started, yelling like, Rob's gone, Henry, sweet child. He's my oldest. He's literally about to be 15 this week, but at the time, I think he was like 12. He went out in his underwear chasing Rob, like just down the street. And I hated that at the time. I was so like, I felt bad for Henry. I was just like my system was just shot. I was like just so worried about Rob, like the what ifs and everything. But now it's,
What a heroic moment, honestly.
yeah. I mean, I don't want it to happen again.
I know. Yeah, clothing was a tough one for Joey when he was little. He was found naked many places. It was a tough one. It's funny because I forget about those things, and because
Yeah, I want to hear like I know
yeah,
that could be a whole nother episode just on eloping and stuff. But how old was he when he like when you could say like he
it was
really didn't?
it was a hormone thing. Like when hormones started to teenage years
Okay,
changed him, and he all of
okay,
a sudden stopped the eloping piece of it. And it
okay.
wasn't, I never felt like he was running away from me. It was
Yeah.
always interested in something else and just kept going.
Yes, and I no matter how many times I say stop or he's not going to listen,
Right.
So it's definitely like it's like
And his body
I always
can't. Apraxia wise, his body can't. That's it.
you know what I always picture? It's when Bilbo Baggins is going, I'm going on an adventure. Like that's Rob. He's not like leaving because he doesn't want to be around me. He's just like
Yeah.
he's in tune with something and he's gone.
Right, right, right.
So
There's an energy, just like you said, following that energy. He's feeling a vibe somewhere and he wants to connect to that vibe. I
yeah,
totally get it. All right. This was a blast. I know you
so
need to
much
go.
fun.
I need to get Joey off for the
Oh yeah,
day.
can I tell
Yeah.
you what I'm gonna
Tell me.
I have to go because I have a call with so in our small little town of Old Town Tomball, Texas, where the shop is, there is a really awesome yoga studio. And we have a group of moms that decided they're autism moms, to meet up. They're all from different states,
Right.
and they wanted to come to Tomball to see the shop and have like a girls' weekend. So my call is with the owner of the yoga studio because we're going to set up a sound bath and like a
Oh my
gently, yeah,
gosh. That
yes,
sounds amazing. I love
yes,
that you're doing that.
yes. So
I know it's really fun because as I've talked to you off, I'm planning a lot of retreats coming up and
yeah,
a really special one coming up that I will be announcing soon. But yeah, lot of really great.
I know,
We need to keep connecting because
I
this is
know.
everything.
And this is not something that I plan. It's not a retreat that it's not a retreat. It's these moms wanted to get together and they wanted to come to Tomball. And so I'm like, okay, if you're coming, I'm going to tell you where to go and get you set
100%.
up. And
Yeah.
so I love that part of like getting to host these women in that kind of like casual way. But I think these retreats that are, just so well organized with so much thought and intention behind it are so needed for moms. So I'm excited to see what you
What
do.
I'm up to. Well, yeah,
I
I have
know.
a lot of mysteries today.
I a lot of twists.
It's so many twists. All right, my friend. Peace, love, autism. Go there. .com. Tara Reynolds is also on Instagram. Peace, love, autism. Your shop. go buy wonderful things to support this incredible business that donates a lot of it back to the cause. And very soon they're going to be offering the Be Kind vest in a new and different way. That's another
Yes.
conversation we need to have. But you have the
Yes.
Autism Be Kind vest now, but
Hmm.
we're going to be offering some special ones there soon. So stay
Yes.
tuned for that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll be with you next week. Bye bye.